Hi everyone from Metal Map TV. Here we are at Wacken Open Air 2023. Rain or shine, we made it, and we had the chance to interview the band Detraktor from Germany.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have Boris and Rafael. Alright, so how was your experience now? As we know, the elephant in the room, the weather this year. Did you all manage to get to Wacken? Did you have any kind of difficulties to put on the show?
It was pretty stressful, so to speak. Since the morning, everything has been rushed. Weather apps telling us that the show might be cancelled or postponed. But the communication with the Wacken crew was pretty fluent. So in that matter was totally chill. Then when we got here, carrying all this equipment in the mud, man, trust me, it's a pain.
It was fun, man.
It was really bad.
Hard work, workout.
Exactly. But once we made it to the stage, we kind of relaxed and we have some let's say half an hour to calm our backs muscles and to focus on the show, because you have to play. Besides all the stuff you have to do to get to Wacken, to organize cars, text and stuff, you kind of forget that, okay, now you have to perform, so damn, that's okay.
Yeah. No, it was okay. Like, we did get stuck, but people of Wacken are really cool, man. They pushed us. It was great. Yeah, for us was pretty chill compared to some of the other people that I saw. So the last couple of days we've been monitoring everything, and pardon my French, but they got fucked. So am I allowed to swear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's metal. It's raw.
No, it was okay. Actually the Wacken crew, and especially the stage crew, was amazing, and the fans, people that fucking showed up, like 3 meters of mud, they were still there, so it's forever grateful.
Swimming in the mud.
Yeah, man.
Nice. So I got the chance to see your show, and I realized there was an extra guitarist this time. In your band
Was there?
pictures and so on. I see 3 of you.
Yeah.
This time it was 4 of you. So can you tell us a little about the band members? So because you guys have been around since, at least to the public eye, since 2017 in terms of, well, the Wacken Metal Battle,
Yeah.
where you were the representatives of Germany, right? And I think since then you've had different members in the band. So can you tell us a little bit about it? Do you feel that this is now your final, let's say, lineup, or do you want to have an extra guitarist or so on? What's the deal with band
Yeah.
members?
So it's a long story.
We have time.
The people-
Yes, this goes for 3 hours.
Here's the drama. So, no. First of all, the guitarist that we have on stage, Bjorn, he's a friend of ours. He has a couple other bands. He's played with Necrophages, he's played with Undercroft as well. He has a couple other bands, Demons Away. Really cool guy. We tried the 3-piece thing with 1 guitar. Unfortunately, none of our music is really written for 1 guitar, so it was always lacking something, and it didn't really feel very comfortable. So we gave up on that idea, and we decided to just ask him for help. So he's been helping us out for the last couple of shows since this year, pretty much. And yeah, he's an amazing guitarist. He's like way better than, so I used to play guitar before I switched to bass and vocals. He's way better than me in every way, and it's perfect fit for what we want to do. And I feel like this is what we have now. So this new constellation is exactly what we were kind of looking for. Before Corona, we had obviously a different setup. We had the drummer-singer thing, and unfortunately, lots of drama, lots of bullshit, and we had to take a decision. So 2017 was a very successful year for us. We went through a lot as a band, and 2018 we started recording. 2019 the album came out, and because of that, we kind of put our name in the scene. It got us our first label back then, Violent Creek, you know, Rip Balke. And yeah, we got on the page, but Corona hit. We didn't really get a chance to play that album much. We had like 2-3 shows, I think. We had an extra 5 or 10 shows planned for that year, at least, and then more were coming, but then Corona came, everything stopped for the next 2 years. And we decided, okay, what do we want to be as a band, how we want to progress, and what is stopping us. And unfortunately, what was stopping us was not really the music, it was the people. So what we decided is to clean up a little bit and to align, me and Rafa especially, on what our goals were and how we were going to proceed. So back then it was a different setup, it wasn't working for us, there was way too much blockings of us becoming this next level. So Corona came, we sat down, we said like fuck it, let's just clean it up, kicked off the toxic garbage people, and then became the band that we are now. And this took a while for us to reach this point, because we really we set up everything, we really thought about it, and this album is exactly how we wanted to do it, what we wanted to do. It was just flowing really nicely, and for us this was a whole new page of existence that was way better. No regrets.
Nice. Okay, and then we get into the album. So
yeah.
First of all, some beer, of course, very important.
It's hard to talk.
Yes.
After a show, right? Singing, your shitty singing.
Thanks, man. It was all playback anyway.
All right. Yeah. So full body stop. We have the big bear, which became kind of the symbol of Detraktor so far, at least in this stage. We saw some bones on your on the stage with the big bear paw symbol, right? So what is the message behind full body stop? What has been the inspiration for the album, let's say?
Yeah.
It's hard to build an image sometimes. We're trying to push the direction where you can identify the band not only with the name, you can identify through a symbol, through something, a symbol that it relates to the kind of music you do. So that's where we were trying to push, and of course Wacken being a special stage, we wanted to really pull that off. I think sadly we came halfway through it. Because of logistics and carrying equipment, we missed some parts that we also wanted to add.
You want to bring a bear?
Yes.
On stage?
Frozen bear.
Yeah. But apparently bears are hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh.
Elephants.
Like in the transportable bears are hard to find.
No, I mean it wasn't that much, but I think we're pulling for a direction where following all the bands that do this, that they identify with a symbol. And I think it might get even cool over time. But right now, people are already identifying with this ball. We have it in our t-shirts in the back, and we every time we get really good shit about this. You know, oh man, I want the shirt because of the back. So now we put it in the background. We didn't put the name in the background. That's kind of risky for a festival like this, but
kept repeating which band we are.
So we made sure that in between every song we say what band we were. We practice this. So I hope we got a new bunch of followers. So I think it worked.
Yeah, for sure.
The idea of the paw and the idea of the album is that we wanted to make something that looks massive and that sounds massive, hence the bear. But the whole album is kind of conceptualized because every song has something to do with animals, but not directly. So we exploit things that kind of bring in your animal instinct. So we
gorilla.
Yeah, those are the obvious ones, but you know, you're trapped in a cage, and the album talks a lot about how humans have fucked it for the animal kingdom. Gorilla is obviously the most obvious one, Pero is the most obvious one, but there are some hidden songs that kind of explore more on a deeper meaning, what it means to be fucked. So, like, for example, the song 7 explores the reason why it's called 7. It's not because it's 7 minutes long, but the reason why it's called 7 is that it's a spider that lost a leg and it's waiting to die because it's useless. So it explores things like desperation and death, and in the last song we explore voyeurism, and this is just like super primal like instincts, and it's more
like when animals are at the zoo and people are looking at them and they're
no, it's more like how people bring in their inner animal in a bad way.
When they are.
Yeah, so in the last song specifically, it's yeah. But it's not like, yeah, there are the obvious songs of you're trapped as an animal and whatever, but it's more like how we have really ruined it for the animal kingdom, and then we explore from the side of the humans what that actually means. And the message behind it is don't be a dick. That's pretty much it. Like, apparently this has become like really difficult in the last couple of years for many people to understand, but just don't be a fucking dick. That's it.
Well, I think if we look into history, humankind, you know, it has always been difficult, and there's a lot of people who are not nice, right? And yes, speaking of nice things, so now Wacken, what's next? I think you have some dates in Bulgaria. I mean, you're original from Bulgaria,
yeah.
Right, Boris? You have Rafa, your drummer, what's his name? Pablo from Chile. So, any future maybe tours?
Future plans?
Future plans in Latin America, future album. What's up with Detraktor in the next 12 months? What do you want to share now with people?
If we speak about Latin America, I think it's a bit far from us right now, because the cost of go there, it would not make sense. Just to carry 4 people there is insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Of course, we are in constant contact with the organizers there, and they have us in consideration. So probably if we get an invitation for a big event in Chile, like the Metal Fest, for example, we will totally work with the organization to make it at least feasible for us and for them, like going us as pretty much as a goodwill, not with a business account, but just to go there and try not to lose too much money. And but this in conversations. My original plans were like we almost got booked for Metal Fest the next year, 2024, but I doubt that it's gonna happen now.
In Chile?
In Chile.
Nice.
So probably in 2025. But who knows, man? And now what's coming? We're going to Bulgaria now, and I will let Boris to explain that this more, because
your motherland. Yeah.
I haven't lived there in 25 years, but yeah. We went there 2017, I think it was. We did 4 shows there. It was great, actually. It was fucking brilliant. And this year, because the last couple of years has been Corona lockdown, all the festivals, they just keep postponing the billings. So for us, it was kind of difficult with a brand new album to get something else. The album came out too late in the year, and a lot of the festivals were already booked. I mean, getting Wacken here was amazing, but unfortunately that's not the same situation for everything else. So we decided to, hey man, why don't we just do it again? So I have still my contacts from last time, got in touch. We got first booked to this festival, which Time Card is headlining, and then from there we're like, okay, let's make a tour out of it. So we're playing 4 shows in Bulgaria and 1 show in Romania, and yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that, because it's not just that it's something special every time we go there, it's just that it's completely different. We never know what to expect, and yet somehow we're always surprised. And in a good way, surprised. So this time I expect nothing less, and I think it's going to be great. That's why we're doing it.
Nice. All right, great. Well, then, any final message to your followers? Anything you'd like to share with the people before we finish the interview?
Yeah. Every time somebody comes to our show, thank you for coming, because I think we are slowly starting to make a little bit more noise, and we would love to be able to play a lot of places, to share this with a lot of people, and every time somebody shows up, it's an honor for us that fans show up, especially today with the mud and the sweat and the tears of everybody. Like, there were quite a lot of people. So thanks a lot for all of the support. We've seen, ever since the album came out, we've opened a whole bunch of doors and a whole bunch of new people that, you know, before we just used to play smaller venues and in front of not many people. Now all of a sudden it's starting to become a serious thing. So this is a really big honor for us, and if ever you come see us on the road, please come say hi. Like, we love chatting with everybody, and we love having beers with people, and we try to keep it as easygoing as possible. So we thank all the people that have crossed our paths, and just keep them coming, man.
All right, Rafa?
Just a long, big invitation, as Boris said, to experience our music. I think it has this really boost when we perform it live. Talking about the albums and stuff like this, it's still a studio sound, which is of course is good, but live is a totally different experience, at least what we get from the feedback for our fans. And we love when fans bring other fans saying you have to check the live, whatever. So yeah, big invitation to the music. Hit us, message us or whatever if you're near your town. And yeah, that's it. Also, Matt TV, man, thank you.
All right, well, thank you both. And then everyone stay tuned with Detraktor, maybe in France, maybe in the other countries around Europe. And yes, they will be then touring in the next years, hopefully. So glad to have you here.
Glad to consider us for.
That'd be cool to play France, man. Think about it.
I think, yeah, of course, France has definitely very good venues and people who like thrash metal, extreme metal. So yeah,
Cool, man.
why not?
Yeah.
Great then. Thank you so much, and
See you,
stay tuned for more metal.